Hello gamers, my name is Kitty. Before I talk into a prediction video, I would like to give you a warning. Well, recently I had a really bad real life things going on, and that also implies that, the producer's letter, the sudden change of the schedule in World Vision's global side, I mean, those kinds of things, it kind of messed my life up and it messed my mental state of health. So, yeah, just giving you guys a heads up if I sound, negative or whatever, or maybe I'm just overly sensitive, I don't know, but enough rambling. Let's get started on my comment about July. So, basically, the first 2 weeks of July is within my expectation. Dialdo and Dark Golem, they got released like in the time frame that I expect. But then the other 2 weeks, the two empty weeks of July, like I was expecting myself to be extremely inaccurate. And I asked myself when I made the July prediction video was that I have this question to myself, and that is, will FF5 collab come before Wrath, or will it come like the JP side, like after, like 2 weeks after Wrath? And I decided to put Wrath like first and then FF5 because I just think that there's no way Bart's will be released before Wrath, because if Bart's is for free and it's released before Wrath, that also means that Wrath will get less hyped, in my opinion, in August. And so I decided to put FF5 like after Wrath on August. But guess what? the global side is super unexpected and put FF5 collaboration right after July's maintenance. So just to like shove it in my face and like, haha, like got you there kind of feeling. But I'm not gonna be like too hard on myself about that because I expect myself to be extremely inaccurate. Like there are 2 empty weeks and I usually get my predictions wrong like after the maintenance period. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've got, my comments and everything. So yeah, that's pretty much it about July's like comments. So I'm going to move on to my opinion on the producer's letter. Okay, so when you guys look at this slide, don't be like scared because of this huge block of text in the slide. I will just break it down into small little sections so it's easier to understand. Basically, my thoughts about this producer's letter is basically like when I read it, I'll just summarize as, okay, this War Division's global like worldwide thing is going to happen sometime by the end of September this year, and they mentioned that they will not skip any new unit releases, vision cards, collaborations, or any kind of like other highlights. So I think they obviously do that for the money grab purposes, but not going to comment any further than that. And in terms of seasonal events such as summer, such as Halloween events and Christmas events, they will have no delay. And other stuff such as story, like non-limited stuff, probably like Warriors of the Crystal related stuff that are non-limited, because of the translation issues, they will release the time like approximately 1 month behind, like 1 month delay. They will not be released together due to the translation. And then there will be 2 major anniversary events, the half-year anniversary events and the annual anniversary events. They will happen in November and April. my thoughts on that is I'm kind of upset about this point because usually before the transition, the anniversary event usually happens in mid-September for the half-year anniversary, and then for the yearly anniversary, it's sometime in mid-March or the end of March. So now that they decide to make the half-year anniversary happen in November, or the JP yearly anniversary happen in November, whichever they choose, I think is upsetting because now that we have to wait another approximately 1.5 months, because like if I remember correctly, the half year anniversary usually happens in mid-September. So yeah, I'm just kind of upset about that, nothing more to say. And then it also says that the DLCs right now are usually on on Wednesdays, my bad. Dates are usually on Wednesdays at the moment, but by the end of September, DLC dates are unknown, so we'll just have to wait until like their announcements or whatever. And then they also mentioned that there will be no more global exclusive units and vision cards. All new units that are limited, they will be based on the feedbacks and opinions from all players, which really upset me because in July, I was like, oh, we're gonna get an FFBE Global first or like whatever. And guess what? They throw this at me, and it's like, it messed up my whole prediction, and I was like, really upset, but I'm sure the feeling will go away. And I think the method of getting player feedbacks are from different social media like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Discord, and of course they have their method of, you know, giving out like player surveys and giving out like a few hundred viz by completing the survey such as such. So that's basically what I summarized, like what my summary was. And another thing I didn't put in the slide because there isn't enough space is that I read somewhere that players should watch out or keep an eye out for a player survey. And that would happen in around November or so. I don't remember where I got this. Maybe it's somewhere from like a live stream or something that like there will be a player survey coming out in November, but I'm not 100% sure, but I'm just going to watch out or keep an eye out for a survey during that time. And then I would also like to give out my thoughts other than the summary of the producer's letter. Generally, as like a light spender myself in the game, like I have mixed feelings after like long thinking, like maybe like 3-4 weeks of thinking. Like, here's what I come up with. I'm generally a very pessimistic, negative person, but in order to help combat my like negativity, I tried to list out the good and the bad sides of this schedule shift. So here are my pros. I think this thing is helpful for players that are like they want faster story releases. For like myself, I want stories. Like that's one of the reasons why I stay in the game is for the story. Like no matter how like maybe errors that came out that pop out in the game, or maybe like they rush things, and like I know they're human beings, they make mistakes and they're not perfect, and so I do try to have sympathy towards them. And even like on really bad days, or I'm really upset about some kind of quality of life updates, like I'll still try to like stay in the game because of the story and guild members, etc. And Also, speaking of quality of life updates, then the faster schedule will also help in like quality of life. We get shine sand sooner. We got the friendly match settings sooner. And those kinds of quality of life updates are really, really good. And we also have faster equipment updates because of the accelerated schedule, such as legendary reliquaries, raids, Trials of Reckoning, and Farplane archives. And it's good for the people who hates being spoiled. Well, spoilers, in my opinion, like, I personally like being spoiled because it helps me plan things ahead. It helps me, like, save up viz and such. But for the people who hates being spoiled, this is an advantage for you guys. And the last point of my pro is kind of like humor. Your unit wishlist comes sooner, so that also means transcendence, reincarnation. You finally get to pull the unit you want and build it and whatever. And then for the cons, I know I have a sad face on it. It says Kitty will probably stop making prediction videos. I don't know, I don't see point of making prediction video when like the schedule is 1 month apart at most. So I don't know, we'll just have to see by the time comes. But I don't know, like, this kind of news really shocked me that it made me hesitant if I should even make more prediction videos. But feel free to share like how you think, if I should continue or if I should stop. But like, I'm leaning towards like not making many prediction videos due to this letter. And then the huge problem, the biggest problem most players have, is the login rewards gap. Here's why. So a lot of players said, oh, we should get the login rewards from July until September. I disagree on that. I think we should get the login rewards, like, close up the gap, since the end of May, not July, and here's why. FF6-2, the second rerun of FF6, which features Kefka, was supposed to come on June, but instead it came by the end of May. So that's already like an accelerated schedule of Final Fantasy VI rerun incoming. And then Ice Howlet, that was supposed to come during July, he came on June. And then like the recent Final Fantasy V collaboration, which was supposed to come in August, but it wound up coming up in July. So all in all, I think the login rewards should start counting from May and not from July, or the time that the producer's letter was announced to the players. And there are also other areas of the login rewards gap, such as Chocobo expeditions. You get to spend less tickets, or like you can only spend 5 tickets a day without using Viz. Now it's 30, but I don't think that made too much of a difference, because the normal schedule, you don't even need to use tickets, you just use time. And time will fill out on its own and grab whatever Chocobo stuff for you. And now you're like kind of like forced to use your tickets in order to fill out that gap. And that's problematic for a lot of players, because not a lot of players have enough tickets, or not a lot of players are like they're kind of forced to be using their tickets in order to make up the time, if you know what I mean. And then second of all, obviously barracks. I know you can use one type, like one color of a type of a Shardolus every day, but that's still nothing compared to like the actual time, the extra time you can use spent in the barracks, you know, feeding food into the barracks. And that's just a huge problem on barracks. and that also implies the hard quest units and vision card shards. And then I also would like to mention about the weekly and monthly rewards. The weekly rewards, they include the typical 2,100 to 2,500 Viz weekly rewards, maybe the feature tickets, maybe the the little materials here and there. The monthly tokens, which features like May tokens, June tokens, July tokens, August tokens, so on and so forth. The monthly Mog shop, which features like monthly scroll, monthly UR scroll, monthly MR scroll, monthly antlers, monthly UR summon ticket, or maybe like a monthly vision card shards or monthly unit shards for reincarnations, or maybe like from friend medals and from guild medals. You can get 3 UR units each month, and so you missed out on however many months of gap of extra rainbow spheres and all that. And also the item exchange shop, which includes trust stones, includes the the colorful spheres, such and such, and also the loots from monthly missions, such as Red Alchemist Chambers, Blossom of Paradise, Red Job Trading Memories, Blossom of Paradise, and also Nameless Job Memories. And then for the selection quest, Elemental Prisms, etc. So yeah, the con is a pretty big list, and don't forget, since they will try to like rush everything and compress everything to like reach the deadline by the end of September, you should expect a lot of errors because of the compressing schedule. So that's a lot to take in, but that's pretty much my thoughts on the producer's letter. Since the World to Worldwide campaign also is announced on the Japanese side, so what is War Division's JP getting for Road to Worldwide campaign? Well, reading from the article so far, well, the translation, like, I don't know if it's accurate or not, but feel free to correct me if I made any like error translations. And I also took like some pictures from the JP side, so yeah, the translation may be like a little off or awkward, so just a heads up. So far it has been announced that JP will get something like a 10-time summon ticket with 3 URs included, and also Summer Jaden will be released on the JP side as well, but from the normal 0.4% drop rates, now Summer Jaden will get 0.8% drop rates. And here are 2 pictures on the slide. It's basically like an article saying by the middle of August, the JP side will do like a royal rank pack adjustments. So basically the left side of the slide is like the royal rank pack that is before the adjustments, and the right side of the slide is like after the maintenance, after adjustments. So just by roughly looking at the translation, the after adjustment side is a lot cheaper and a lot more versatile than the ones on the left. So I'm just gonna say, for example, the Royal Rank 8 pack on the left side, it cost, says like 12,000 pieces of Vizior or something, and all you get is like 150 XP cube large, the yellow cubes, the yellow XP cubes, and like awakening prisms, I guess, a select ticket of 50 awakening prisms. But after adjustments, for 1,000 pieces, I guess that's Fizzy Ore, we will get extra. the XP cubes from the yellow ones, now it's gonna be XL. So the rainbow cubes. From 150, now it's gonna be 100, but it's like the rainbow XP cubes, so it's way better. And the 6 blossoms of paradise, that's pretty notable. And then shard of attribute thoughts, like I don't know what that means, but just looking at like roughly between the before and after like adjustments, it's way better. Like bigger chunk of text, you can see like the Visior is way cheaper, and then the item contents are like way better. But that's all I have in terms of my researches on the JP side. If you guys have any kind of like add-ons or things to like tell me, please feel free to let me know down in the comments. Now, let's move on to August prediction. Honestly, for August, like I feel really messed up because I got so many like wrong predictions in July. Like what I'll do is I think I'll just shove it all into August because well there's the time like schedule, the unit crunch or whatever anyway, so it can't hurt to just stuff it all in August or September and onwards, like towards the road to worldwide campaign. So here we go. First week, it's already confirmed. It's gonna be Wrath, and it's gonna be Balo week. The day I'm recording this video is August 2nd, so yeah, Wrath and Balo's smartphone has already been released on War Divisions. And yeah, it's finally time for me to use my save the Visior to pity Wrath. Most probably. Like, sorry, I'm being pessimistic again, but okay, let's continue on. And then next week, the second week of August, I have a whole bunch of things listed there. I thought Ice Jaden will come on the first week of August. Turns out he didn't, so maybe he's gonna be on the second week of August. I put the second week of August because, well, in July's maintenance, Ice Jaden has been put into the data mine. So I just think he's gotta be somewhere like before this month's maintenance happens. So that's why I decided to put it into the second week of August. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's whatever. And following Ice Jaden, I also think there will be like a ice tower, like an ice themed tower similar to Viga's thunder themed tower. It's basically like an upgrade to the Ice Ring to a +1 version. And also Dark Shiva will be released. So yeah, if Ice Jaden's released, Dark Shiva will be released. So there's that. And then after Wrath, the week after Wrath, it is confirmed that Greater Demon will be released as a vision card and also an Esper. And I also think on the second week of August that FF5 Trials of Reckoning will be released. And let's talk about that. So for FF5 Trials of Reckoning, this time the item will be called, well, I roughly translated it as Herring Necklace. It is a UR accessory gear, and I advise crafting the magic version if you own Lena. But if you don't own Lena, like Bart or Ferris, then I would suggest crafting the barrier version. For everyone equipping this necklace, they will receive 25% of Silence, Charm, and Doom resistance, and 10% increased missile resistance. For FF5 collaboration units equipping this necklace, that is Bart, Lena, and Ferris, they will also get 200 decrease of non-attack skill activation time and 200 attack skill activation time decrease, and also 5% human resistance. This necklace standout point is that it's really good on silence, charm, and doom resistance, kind of similar to White Fawn's accessory. So on the above slide, I listed some creatures: Lamia, Quirrell, Arimon, Marlborough, and Ochu. These creatures inflict a lot of status ailments, and this necklace will help out to defend against those status ailments. But just like the other Trials of Reckoning, this necklace will require a lot of materials to make. And these materials are Blissful Hearts, Joyful Hearts, Wolf Fang, Wind Megacryst, and accessory books. So speaking of carrying necklace, FF5 Trials of Reckoning item, well, its passive effect immediately made me want to make a comparison between it and between Belos' smartphone. The difference between those two items are Belos' smartphone can only have one copy, whereas the carrying necklace, as long as you hardcore farm this Trials of Reckoning event, you can have multiple copies of +5's carrying necklaces. Its main difference is nullification on the smartphone, versus on the necklace only 25% resistance to silence, charm, and doom. For the smartphone, it nullifies 10 bad status ailments in my opinion, and they are sleep, paralyzed, confusion, charm, frostbite, slow, stop, stun, disable, and berserk. However, it also nullifies 5 good buffs in my opinion, and those are haste, quicken, which are time mage stuff or TMR stuff, and it also nullifies protect and shell. So I think it's also bad on like tanks because they often have protect and shell. It's bad with like Joom's TMR ability because her TMR ability also has protect and shell. And lastly, it also nullifies courage, and that's really important with units that has courage, such as Engelbert, such as Addison Ray's buff, such as King Bradley, so on and so forth, etc. So it has its good side and its bad side regarding to Belos' smartphone, whereas carrying necklace, the FF5 Trials of Reckoning item, it does not contain any negatives. And then lastly, I want to point out is smartphone is easy to get compared to the necklace. All you need to do to grab the smartphone is complete Belos' missions bingo board stuff. As long as you complete all the bingo board on Belos' side, you can obtain his smartphone. And leveling up to the maximum is easy as well. The maximum level of the smartphone is level 30, and you don't need any other extra materials to level it up or to enhance it. All you need to do is have enough adamantites and level it up to level 30, and you're good to go. However, if you would like to use the necklace, first of all, you need to have enough grinding enough recipes to have enough materials for the necklace for the +5, so you need a lot of farming and grinding there. And then you also need the materials, you also need the recipes, you also need the adamantites. So getting multiple copies of necklace will take a lot of time, it will take a lot of effort, it will use up a lot of your NRG, whereas Belos' phone, it's usually 1 NRG per mission. So I just want to let you guys know and make this comparison so you can evaluate what's good for what. For me personally, I would probably grind like maybe 1 + 5 Trials of Reckoning necklace at most. Because, yeah, although the smartphone has a lot of like bad nullification like haste, quicken, protect shell courage, I still think PvE wise, it's worth it to have a maxed out smartphone and maybe like a maxed out +5 necklace. And nullify is better than 25%, so that's another thing to point out. So, but this is just a reference for you guys. For Final Fantasy V Trials of Reckoning hard boss, this time is featuring Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh is an earth-based boss with 10% weakness to slash and 5% weakness to strike. It has neutral resistances against missile, and as for the status ailments side, all of them are nullified, so you can't inflict any status ailments against Gilgamesh. Well, I looked at some video guides from JP's side and found out that on the first turn, he tends to like do a buff and starts moving forward, and then once he gets his second turn, he'll do this crazy buffing shown on the right side of the slide. First he'll begin increasing his CT, and then applying haste to himself, and then immediately gets a third turn and puts protect as well as CT up, and then has his fourth turn and has CT up and puts his shell on, and then on his fifth turn he'll begin attacking. So like, if you want to defeat Gilgamesh quickly and have a high score, I would advise watching like some guides from the JP side on how to defeat Gilgamesh hard difficulty and go on from there, or else he's just gonna buff up a whole bunch of times, get his CT up a whole bunch of times, and applies haste to himself, gives himself protect, gives himself shell, and that's gonna be very, very annoying. So yeah, I advise, putting on some background farming to test out the boss and whatnot. And speaking of background farming, you really should get your stuff together, Gumi. Like, for FF6, you like messed up on the background farming on the boss side. Hopefully with Final Fantasy V, you don't mess up on background farming when you're trying to fight bosses. But I don't know how players, like, how do you think about background farming on bosses? Like, I really think that background farming should be added on bosses. Nothing wrong with that, but I understand if background farming is added on bosses, then you can't really do like normal 5 or hard 3 missions on background farming because the boss already took up background farming, so you can't really do that. So yeah, feel free to let me know your opinion also down in the comments. And as for the bonus units, here are my prediction regarding to Final Fantasy V Trials of Reckoning bonus units. So on the unit side, obviously Bart is going to be XL bonus multiplier, but it's going to get difficult from there. Lena and Ferris will receive a large bonus multiplier as collaboration units, and Raph because she was just released, I guess, because Vega had bonus on his like Trials of Reckoning. So I think Raph should have her Trials of Reckoning large bonus multiplier as well. But I don't think it's just gonna be 3 units for the large bonus multiplier. I bet there will be a whole bunch more. Maybe Ice Jaden, maybe the summer units will have a bonus, like large bonus, because they will get their Transcendence. Maybe JP side will release like Summer Glassy that will come to the global side. I don't know if the summer, like new summer units, like is going to be the same as the JP side, or global will release a completely new summer units like July's prediction. I don't know, we'll never know until when that time comes. Or maybe they will have a Final Fantasy rerun I don't know, like Final Fantasy 1, Final Fantasy 6, Final Fantasy 7, or 13 or 15, so on. And then on the medium bonus multiplier, maybe Alaya, Charisse, and Skahal will get medium because I think that's the time when they get their transcendence, although I'm not entirely sure, but I'll just put it out as a question mark anyway. And as for the small bonus, just like the medium bonus, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna put out like my predictions, which will be Cyrell, Lorella, Tyrell, Vadim are like my predictions. And I'm kind of sure that Balo will be a small bonus because of his smartphone event. And Lucio just happens to pop out of everywhere, so I'm just gonna put Lucio on the small bonus as well. And as for the vision cards, Zodra will be the extra large bonus. Well, I copied the bonus from the JP side, so that's why I think Zodra will be the large bonus, extra large bonus multiplier. And then the Lena and Drake vision card will be the large bonus. Greater Demon and Minotaur, or Minotaur, however you pronounce it, I also think those will be in the large bonus multiplier as well. And I have this tiny Dark Shiva there. I'm not sure if Shiva will be included, so just going to put a question mark in there, just in case. And for the medium bonus, I'm not sure like if they will be like put it out on there, so just gonna put out a whole bunch of random like I copied based on the JP side, so those are not entirely like accurate. I have not confirmed it, so these are just my predictions, and those are Dark Bahamut, Typhon, Aigayon, regular Ifrit, Laswell card, Reagan Rain vision card, Dark Fina vision card, and Fake Torchlight vision card. And as for the small bonus multiplier vision cards, are the MR ones, which are Kilfei and Odoa vision card, the Snow White Guard vision card, Lilith Path to Revenge vision card, and the 3 Leona's sister vision card who has a crush on Stern vision card. So yeah, I think those will be the bonus units and vision cards. And one more thing I would like to note about is that if Trials of Reckoning is released on the second week of August, which is the 9th, it will also end early because of the game maintenance, if it does release on the second week. So it will have by the 15th of August, then we will have like a 6 hours maintenance. So if you want to like really farm out Trials of Reckoning, yeah, just try to get it done as early as you can because of the maintenance. I would also like to have a mention about the summer units. Although we don't know which summer units will come to the global side for 2023, I would like to mention some Transcendence upgrades on the current summer units. These stats are copied from WoTV Calc on the JP side, so you can also refer to that. So I'll just have a quick read over what these upgrades are on all the current summer units. First of all, on Summer Elsorel, she will get Spirit Penetration 20 and then Defense increase of 10. Her ability upgrade is called Title Calling, which adds 25% fire and dark resistance per 3 turns. For Summer Ketone, her Transcendence upgrade will receive 15/resistance and 15 AoE resistance. She will also have -3 hate for self, and her job upgrade, ability upgrade is her level 25 job upgrade. It is a cross shape originally, and now it will become a diamond shape ability. For Summer Lilith, she will have increase initial AP 20 and increase range by 1 for self. Her ability upgrade is her job level 25 skill. It will now decrease defense penetration 40 for 3 turns for targets, and also an increase of defense 25 for herself. For Summer Kilfei, her Transcendence upgrade will have slash attack penetration 20 for herself, and increased accuracy of 15 for herself. Her ability upgrade will be her Frostwind Axe, which now increases her slash attack resistance penetration for 30 for 3 turns for self. For Summer Helena, her Transcendence upgrade will be healing power increase of 20 for herself, increased magic attack resistance penetration 20 for herself. Her ability upgrade will be Enchanting Skies, which reduces physical damage taken for 3 times for herself. And then lastly, Summer Jaden. His Transcendence upgrade will give him 20% magic for himself, and increase AoE resistance 15 for himself. And then his ability upgrade will be his job level 25 skill, Maelstrom Jets, which will break magic barrier for targets, and plus a 50% to increase silence, like a 50% to inflict silence for 3 turns for targets. So that's pretty much all the dream abilities for the current summer units. So after August 15, which is the game maintenance, like the 6 hours maintenance, I always expect the extended maintenance. Like, it's a norm now, so my point is, what is going to come after maintenance? Here are my predictions. Summer units will definitely get their Transcendence. I don't know whether August we will have a new summer units from the JP side, which is going to be Summer Glaciella, or maybe it's a completely new summer units. I'm still sticking with the July's prediction regarding to which summer units they are going to release if it's not from the JP side, which is Summer Glaciella. So we'll see by the time comes. And I also think that we will have like a Final Fantasy collaboration reruns. It's not necessarily a rerun, it's more like a rerun summons, because those units are old, they need a Transcendence. So I also think that they will be released sometime in August. I also think that Bridal Alaya will be released sometime in August, as well as her Vision card follow up by that. And lastly, I also think PvE wise we will have Legendary Reliquaries, this time featuring Spears or Lance and Axe, and also Selection Quest Transcendence, which features Wind and Light units, Camilo and Gargas. So all in all, this is pretty much my August prediction. Please feel free to let me know how you think. There are a lot of things I've covered about for this video. It's probably like a lot of rambling and a lot of ranting and a lot of expressions of my feelings. I'm sorry if that made you like really upset or give you a lot of negativity. I do apologize if that made you feel uncomfortable. I'll try to, I don't know, maybe control my emotions a bit more next time if like my feelings are messed up or whatever. So yeah, that's pretty much like my prediction video, and feel free to let me know how you think down in the comments. And like I said in the producer's letter, like I don't know whether I'll be releasing even more prediction videos because of the producer's letter, because of the accelerated schedule or time crunch, or however you want to name the the, I don't know, synchronization of like the road to worldwide campaign, so on and so forth. But yeah, I'm not gonna ramble about that anymore and just keep on playing the game, be hopeful of the story events and the quality of life updates, because those 2 points, like the story upgrades, I mean the story like releases and the quality of life stuff, is why I'm staying or why I'm not quitting the game, or yeah, that's pretty much my main reason. And so yeah, I'm not going away, I'm just kind of not in a good mood and kind of like maybe I need some time to calm down or something. But that's pretty much it, and I'll see you guys in the next video if I decide to post any. But yeah, if I don't, I might just, I don't know, make like a community post or something. But I don't know yet, we'll see. So keep an eye out for player survey by November, and I hope you guys have a good day and not be pessimistic like me. So see you and bye bye.